Well, good morning everyone, and I mean good morning. It's currently 5 minutes of 5 a.m. and it's frigid 22 degrees. Today we have a long drive ahead of us. We're going to be doing something really cool. We're going birding at one of my favorite places, the Parker River National Wildlife Refuge. We have a lot of birds I'm hoping to see today, including several Arctic winter migrants who are currently down in New England this time of year. I am just waiting for my truck to heat up here before we hit the road. It's going to be about a 2.5 hour drive from where we are now. But I'm pretty excited today. We're going to be meeting up with my friend John, and we are just going to bird and go with the flow, I guess. It's going to be a fun day. I'll touch back with you in a few. So we have just arrived at the Parker River National Wildlife Refuge on Plum Island. So this is a really great place to look for all types of birds, waterfowl, Arctic raptors, stuff like that. It is now early February, so we are going to be targeting a combination of Arctic raptors and pretty much any bird, honestly, that we come across. So really there's no one here as we're pulling into the parking lot, but it's going to be a great day. I'm really excited. Alright everyone, so at the edge of this sand dune right over here to the left was a snowy owl. She unfortunately has since taken off, but this was as close as I've ever gotten to a snowy owl before. This is the Arctic winter migrant I was specifically targeting. Snowy owls spend the summer up in the tundra of the Arctic where they breed, and then in the winter when food becomes scarce, the snowy owls will migrate down into America, usually the northern states, and they really prefer open expansions of sand dune, salt marsh plain habitat. So we got probably, like I said, within 100 feet of a snowy owl, which was really exciting. She has since taken off, and I do feel bad. I think part of that was just sticking around for too long, but nonetheless, really cool. Got some great photos of a really, really cool bird. this morning has been very successful. The big highlight, of course, was the snowy owl. I've been personally waiting almost more than a year, actually, to get a shot of a snowy like that. So I am particularly very happy. We saw a bunch of pintails, several northern harriers, and ruffed winged hawk, a very darker morph. That was a really big surprise, and for my friend John, that was a personal highlight for him. So what we're doing now is that I went to another spot on Plum Island to look for birds, and what I did see were probably a dozen or so seals basking on a rock that was on the other side of this small inlet bay. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna head over to the other side of that bay and get onto that beach, hopefully getting closer to those seals and getting some better shots of them. But so yeah, it's been a great morning so far. We've seen a lot of things, and hopefully we'll continue to get some surprises. Successful day in regards to birding and wildlife encounters, but unfortunately I have come across a hypodermic needle. So this is a public beach where I'm visiting today. I'm sure there's a lot of people who come out here in the summertime, so it's always good to be mindful of where you're walking, especially if you are having or wearing exposed footing, in which case it's so freaking cold right now. I'm not doing that. But like I said, even places like this, which are busy and have a lot of people who visit, not this time of year, it's 30 degrees in February, but regardless, those disgusting things can pretty much turn up anywhere. So yeah, just be mindful. Be careful, be cautious of where you're walking, because you don't want to get poked by one of those things. Well, I think that's going to be a wrap for today's video. Nothing short of a successful day. Starting off with that snowy owl sighting, I think we probably saw at least 5 or 6 northern harriers, a bunch of pintails, and then I counted over 30 seals that were basking on that rock earlier. So, like I said, a whole lot of stuff that we saw, and I couldn't have asked for a better day. It was so good being able to come out to Plum Island and the Parker River National Wildlife Refuge and the surrounding landscapes to search for birds, even if it was windy, frigid. That's typical New England weather up here when it's February. So I had a blast. It was good to see my friend John and bird with him. And with that, until next time, if you liked this video, please consider liking and or subscribing. Thank you.